Blessings, beloved. This is a resharing of the 2023 reading-only edition of Tilikum's Ascension that I had originally posted on my website, still over there at ccstarseeds.me. But I wanted to share it here, give y'all some content, let y'all be able to read through or listen through the entire story without commentary or interruptions, and preparedness for the 2025 edition that I'm in the process of editing. It's all recorded, just editing it now. That will be coming out on January the 6th through the 16th of 2025. I hope you enjoyed the sharing and the diving deeper. Be looking for the premieres coming up. As soon as I get them edited, I'll be putting them up for premiere for you to get notifications. So subscribe. Turn on those notifications, and I'll see you around in the comments. Blessings, beloved.
6. Faithful or destiny. As I connected in with Tilikum's life force energy and higher consciousness, my moral purpose transformed into cries to the heaven, "Oh God, what do I do now?" as I started to understand the magnitude of the quest I had begun. Like the fool on the first tarot card, I stepped off a precipice of what would become an infinite journey. Ascension Seeds. I always know what I can handle and how to wait when needed. And I didn't always know that, beloved. Part 2. Living Tilikum. 7. Finding Tilikum. I thought I knew what to expect from an orca. However, over the year that we toured together, there were countless surprises of Tilikum's natural character and state of mind in store for me. I found him full of the unexpected and a powerful force of nature. He was no ordinary whale merely living by the calling of inner instincts to go here or there in the world's oceans. He was raised to be what humans expected, taught to live the showman's life. His natural tendencies were repressed for the mighty dollar. Ascension Seeds. I am amazed at creation. 8. Deep hurts. I found him enclosed in a cement pool. He lay nosed up to a water-level ramp. He ignored me, rolling big black eyes. But when I approached him and asked his permission to touch his head, to my surprise, he vehemently acknowledged me. "What do you want? Are you afraid I'll eat you?" he spouted. I could feel many deep hurts in his reply. He expected I would demand something of him and give him nothing in return. Even food was not a temptation to him anymore. Bitterness was his contingent. Unbridled sympathy swelled my soul, and tears salted my face. I let him fill my heart of how concerned for him I was. He finally looked at me. He answered my concern with a little more reserve with, "You may touch me." I gently laid my energetic hand on his ponderous head. Then, my thoughts exploring his mind, I embraced him, and he perceived me. We were transfixed for some moments, getting to know and trust. No harm, no expectations, just being ourselves with one another. I judged his health, sensing the length and width of his girth, discerning a dark mass in his stomach. I reached out energetic healing hands towards the suspicious spot, and without warning, he suddenly thrust me aside and scorned me. "You may look, but do not touch. What is mine, I will keep to the end." I was astounded by his mentalities. He was conscious of his internal ailments and embraced them as a way to end his pain and suffering. With guardedness, I investigated further inside his body, examining. He was sick unto death. Many parts of him were black as night, and he let the darkness dwell to devour him. Ascension Seeds. I see my inner workings, and I am in touch with myself. 9. Ancient Memory Bank. The Blackfish documentary presumed a whale's large brain harbored a profoundly sentient being. Indeed, upon my astral arrival, the perceptions I witnessed were ancient, far exceeding the scope of his 30-plus Earth years. Unrecognized retrospection housed in mind matter of his lineage's creation, an old encrypted historical program stored within the whale's memories. The revelation stored in his mind took us both back. We gave space to one another, both in deep reflection. What could this mean? We thought to one another and ourselves. I requested his permission to investigate further. He hesitantly agreed. We met in the essence of his mind's eye, heart, and soul. Together with the contact, we were instantly transported to a far-away pastime. I was a female mare person, and he a female whale. We acknowledged each other and swam together. It was a time before time. At that time there was no humankind, only the species of the seas, and those living breeds who met with an unconscious desire to travel onto sporadic, moist, sandy islands that formed. The humble beginnings of ocean banks, and creatures rising out of the sea to move on dry land. I explored rocks and cliffs in the vision we received, but felt more at home in the sea. Female Tilikum was my constant companion, she popping up amongst the water's edges to see what I was doing on drying lands. After eons, an island city appeared from the receding waters. It was a magnificent city formed of gold pillars, pearl floors, quartz crystal walls, and other precious earthly minerals. There was a race of people there, the first people. However, they were not from this watery world, but of the heavens. They glowed brightly with white light. It was still time before time was upon the earth. No moon or sun shone brightly, only a constant gray haze, making the first people brighter than the sky. The vision within Tilikum's memory banks continued for us. The illuminated ones called to those of us who would come, and over expansive times in my soul's evolutionary chronicle, I left the ocean's mindfulness behind. Tilikum and I knew from our observations that land animals had succeeded from water life forms. At the same time, whales and other sea life kind continued as the keepers of the histories of the oceans, the memories of Earth time forming. With our discoveries, Tilikum and I quarried into current time and our futures. What could we do, if anything, to create a better framework of life for all life forms? Ascension Seeds. I am learning and growing in wisdom and knowledge every day.